No, 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 no. It is not luck that Liverpool are here. It is not luck at all that Liverpool are making such an incredible title run push. I'm going to prove to you why. Let's jump right in, because this is the channel that is all Liverpool all the time. It's all red. Please hit that like button and consider subscribing as we continue to cover the best club in the world. It's Liverpool Football Club, everyone. All right. It's not luck. What's behind Liverpool's title push, guys? I got 4 reasons why this is not down to luck. First and foremost, this team was already ready. Jurgen Klopp had this team dreaming about the quad about this time last year, okay? And we know that the core of this team is world class, right? Mo Salah, Virgil van Dijk, Alisson Becker. Now we know that Ryan Gravenberch, Szoboszlai, McAllister, the foundation was set, okay? And, a lot of people too were saying, well, Arne Slot, clearly inherited a great team. It's not him, it's Jurgen Klopp, it's the players that he already had. Let's see if Arne Slot is actually a good coach in the next couple of years. Well, they keep moving the goalposts, right? Because in the summer, last summer, it was, Liverpool are going to get 7th place. Arne Slot's probably not going to make it to Christmas. And now they just keep moving it back. Oh, it's the injuries. Oh, it's, the league is garbage this year. Man City aren't in it, so it doesn't count. It's not good. And Arne Slot, he's not going to make it past 3 years now because, the Jurgen Klopp magic is wearing off. No, this team was ready. But obviously, Jurgen Klopp didn't win the quad last year. Jurgen Klopp didn't win the Premier League last year. There's a change. There's a difference. And there's a reason why Liverpool are at the place they are at, and I think it's because Arne Slot. Arne Slot knew what he had, and he knew how to make the most of it, okay? And that's a really key point, because you have a coach like Arne Slot, whose reputation was, knows how to get the best out of individual players, knows how to keep players fit. That's a huge point. He knows how to make individual plans for individual players, right? It's not just blanket training, blanket coverage, blanket, skills training, whatever. And part of that for Arne Slot wasn't just all about him. It was about his staff and the people he places around him. So, for example, this is a big one right here, guys. If you don't know the name yet, you need to, because Ruben Peters is a huge reason why Liverpool are at where they are at today. Okay, Ruben Peters for Arne Slot. Obviously, they worked together at Feyenoord. Ruben Peters brought several things to Liverpool. Number 1, individual timetables for players. Number 2, longer training days. We might say, what? Wouldn't that make players more injury prone? They're more tired? No. They're actually less intense training sessions, okay? So longer training days, but less intense. So you kind of get the same amount of training, but you're not quite as intense as the Jurgen Klopp training sessions, okay? Wellness checks in the morning, okay? This is a huge part of making sure that players are not only not injured, but training well, they're fit, they're healthy, huge part of it, okay? Yoga and hydrotherapy encouraged, okay? It might sound silly, you might laugh at that, but when you are flexible, when you are working on every part of your body, not just your legs, not just your thighs, not just the quads, not just trying to kick it harder and farther, whatever. It's the whole body experience, right? We knew that about Arne Slot. More time spent in the gym, right? We saw this a lot in preseason. We see a lot of videos about Liverpool in the gym, training, lifting weights, doing lots of different strength training, ice baths, okay? Has anyone ever done an ice bath or a cold plunge? They are intense, they're painful, but it's really good for your body, okay? So that's just one of the new guys that Arne Slot brought in with his staff. And by the way, it's not about the injuries, right? Okay, because you might be sitting here thinking, well, yeah, Ruben Peters, he's done these things, but it's still luck. It still comes down to luck because Liverpool just haven't had any injuries this season. I think, if you're saying that, go look in the mirror and ask yourself, why are you an Arsenal fan, okay? Because that's what Arsenal fans are saying right now. It is not actually about the injuries, guys, and Arsenal fans look away because this is going to be a painful stat here. Liverpool have actually had injuries this season, right? Look at this. This is days lost from injuries in the 2024-2025 Premier League season, okay? Liverpool are just below Arsenal, okay? That's 24 days less than Arsenal. And by the way, for you Man City fans, look at that. You've got even less than Liverpool, okay? So I understand you can make the case, oh, Manchester City, they lost their best player in Rodri. Yeah, maybe don't build your team to be dependent on one player, okay? Arsenal, same thing. Oh, but, Saka went down, and, if Salah went down, where would Liverpool be? Sure, we could play that game. Okay, great. Salah is extremely durable. That's just who he is. That's who he's always been. So I don't know how you can really kind of make that honest assumption of just like, well, if Liverpool lost Salah, then season's over for them. Okay, you can go through that hypothetical, but Salah just doesn't get injured like that. So it doesn't really make sense. It doesn't really matter. This is probably going to make a lot of people angry, what I just said. But just look at the stats, guys. Look at the stats. I'm sorry. That's just how it is. Liverpool have not had this perfect injury-less season. These are the numbers, and they make sense. By the way, guys, Liverpool were 9 points clear before Arsenal started having these major injuries, before Saka went down, before Kai Havertz went down, before they started kind of having this injury crisis. So they were 9 points clear already, okay? We're really kind of at the same point now with 10 games to go. Liverpool are 13 points clear. Arsenal have a game in hand. So if Arsenal were to win that game in hand, it'd be at 10 points. Liverpool have gained 1 point since these injuries started to happen. So the injury thing, guys, it just doesn't make sense. It doesn't hold its water. It doesn't hold its weight, okay? It's not about the injuries. And if you want to talk about luck, if you really want to talk about luck, I'll talk about luck, okay? Liverpool are due for this. Look at this. Look at this. This was 2.5 years ago, 3 years ago. Liverpool had to go through this, right? In the span of 6 days, we had to watch Aston Villa bottle a 2-goal lead in an absolutely insane way, okay? Just look at that. Gundogan and Rodri, within the span of 5 minutes, overturned a 2-goal lead to Steven Gerrard's, Philip Coutinho's Aston Villa. Absolutely painful. But, we still had the Champions League final to come. And then, of course, we know what happens. This is painful to look at right here, okay? So if you want to talk about luck, let's talk about luck. This is bad luck right here, okay? But I don't remember feeling like, oh, Liverpool are the most unlucky club in the world. It's because of the injuries. It's because of this and that and blah, blah, blah. No, we got to the final day with a ridiculous City team. We got to the Champions League final up against Real Madrid. And that's just how it goes. So Liverpool are due for this. It's just statistically, mathematically, Liverpool are due for this, okay? So get off of our back and let us enjoy this, all right? Because Liverpool fans, I gotta be honest, we are enjoying this. I'd love to know what you guys think. Get your comments in below. Do you think it's luck, or do you just think that Liverpool have absolutely been dominant on all fronts this season, except for the FA Cup? And are you excited for the future? Because, man, I'm super excited. This is just the beginning of the Arne Slot empire.